Thank you, Houston Texans. 1 down and 6 to go.
It's LeGarrette Blount here, man, 3-time Super Bowl champion. I just want to give you a shout out to the YouTube channel, MicroMike, man.
Eddie Murray, former Detroit Lion. Make sure you watch MicroMike on YouTube.
Calvin Johnson Jr. here, a.k.a. Megatron. Big shout out to MicroMike and YouTube channel, man.
Keep on talking everything Detroit Lions, and I just got to remind you, man, happy wife, happy life.
What is going on, YouTube, and welcome to Detroit Lions Talk with MicroMike, where we talk all things Detroit Lions, news, rumors, analysis, breakdown, and everything regarding our franchise. In this video, we're going to talk about how one general manager is down, the Houston Texans got their guy, how it affects the Detroit Lions, Jeff Okudah critical of the dysfunctionality that was taking place regarding our former head coach Matt Patricia regime, and who I believe is the top of the list regarding our head coaching vacancy to be the leader of the Detroit Lions. Before we get into this video, if you're not a subscriber, and 50% of you are not, hit that big red subscribe button. You do not want to miss out on the content. Again, I'm dropping videos sporadically, breaking news. Who knows when it happens? A lot of things are jumping around regarding our team. You don't want to miss out. Also, if you can hit that like button, if we can get over 150 likes, that would be fantastic. The more likes that I get, the chance that the video gets pushed out more, and I'm going against the mainstream legacy media. They are a juggernaut, and I am just one guy. Without further ado, let's jump straight into the video, and we're going to talk about how the Houston Texans hired their general manager, Nick Caserio, from the New England Patriots. Yes, they got rid of their former coach because of the Patriot ties and the lovely work that he did for that franchise, i.e. bad. And so what do the Texans do? They go hire another Patriot guy to lead their franchise. Why am I happy about this? Because the Texans was a job I thought that many people may want, specifically general manager, because they had Deshaun Watson, a franchise quarterback, very good, dual threat, can do great work regarding spreading the ball around and getting massive yards to help on an offense. Now that that general manager position is taken, that leaves only 6 more vacancies to go. One of our Detroit Lions. I'm happy because they hired a guy who I definitely did not want. He was not on my radar because I just assumed that they wouldn't go for it. He is a Patriot guy. That is the last thing that the Detroit Lions need right now, is to not hire another Patriot guy. Their fans of the Texans are very not excited about this hire because of the Patriot way, and I am extremely excited because it's one guy less that I need to worry about upon the list that they want to get. I have my individuals I like. He was not a part of that. So that leaves 5 more teams we got to worry about for the Detroit Lions general manager position. You're about to hit ad break, and when you hit this ad break, do me a big time favor and hit that like button. I would love to get over 150 likes in this video. That would be fantastic. Again, the more likes you get, the more chance the video gets put out to the people out there. We are one together as my channel and the subscribers. We are Lions fans trying to express what we feel, and maybe, just maybe, higher-ups or players, individuals will hear what we have to say, and that would be great things for our team, my channel, and you as well. The Jacksonville Jaguars job, that's going to be a sought out after because they got the first pick in the draft, Trevor Lawrence, and they got 11 draft picks overall, plus it's in the sun. A lot of things attractive about that position. Then you got the New York Jets job. New York Jets got the 2nd pick in the draft. Justin P. Fields, Zach Wilson, pretty much whoever they want to get. So that will be an attractive position as well. Atlanta Falcons and other teams out there. But that is one guy less we need to worry about. Again, there's a lot of quality general managers that we have decided to interview that could potentially lead this franchise. And that is not one of the guys that the Texans pick. So cross our fingers, knock on wood, watch what the Jaguars do, watch what the New York Jets do, the Atlanta Falcons do, even the Washington football team, they're still looking for a general manager as well. we are good on that facet. Jeff Okudah was extremely critical of the former regime of the Detroit Lions, as he should be, because this regime was a dysfunction, and that is the word of the day. Here is the quote that Jeff Okudah stated. "The reality is, when you're at Ohio State, things are really looking up a lot of the time." Okudah stated, "You don't really have to deal with losing. You really don't have to deal with the dysfunction. When the coaches and players aren't in line, you're going to have a deal of dysfunction," Okudah said. "I think that's going to be a byproduct of the situation. So I don't mean it to, I guess, criticize anyone. I'm just saying that whenever you have an alignment within the coaching staff and the players, you just will deal with dysfunction. And I think that's a common issue that you will have." I 100% agree with that statement there. Regardless of how you feel about Jeff Okudah's third pick in the draft, how he did this season, the statement there is correct. If you do not have players, coaches specifically, not aligned with each other, dictatorship, you're going to have a lot of dysfunction, and that's what occurred for this past 3 years, specifically this last. I am not upset with him speaking out. I think it's completely fine for players to speak out on the dysfunction that occurred. I want to hear the thoughts of the players on the team, not just rookies, but veterans as well. It's okay to express yourself and give us an insight of what took place. It's very important to get rid of dysfunction. If we can identify dysfunction, then you can identify the problem, and we can move forward and not have these type of issues going forward. It's okay to identify it and talk about it and criticize. You're about to hit an ad break, and when you hit this ad break, let me know in the comment section, do you approve of Jeff Okudah's criticism of the prior regime? Why for yes and for no? I can see that many individuals will say, well, Okudah did not perform well. He has no reason to speak. But I want to hear what you have to say and what you guys think. So go ahead and comment under the pinned comment. I decided to sit back and look upon the video of team president CEO Rod Wood when he did an interview with the reporters, around 19 minutes long, on YouTube. Go check it out if you haven't done so. And I wanted to hear a little more in depth and dig into it a little bit. What I did take away is the Detroit Lions are looking for more of a leadership role, a culture change, to take the Lions into a different direction besides analytics. And I'm 100% behind that. I think regardless of the intellectual and individual that you bring onto a staff, it is vital to have an individual that can lead men, that can change a culture. It is difficult to change a culture, specifically at the Detroit Lions, when you have years and years of losing. You're dealing with something more different than an average NFL franchise. You're not dealing with a Jets team. You're not dealing with even a Jacksonville Jaguars team, Atlanta Falcons team, who was recently in the Super Bowl a couple of years ago. You're dealing with a franchise that has lost for years upon years. You're dealing with a franchise that has never had a quality structure in place regarding ownership, regarding general manager, regarding head coach. A lot of quote-unquote dysfunction from Jeff Okudah. You're dealing with a fan base that is dealing with losing on a regular basis. And more in depth, you're dealing with a city that has been the laughingstock of the world for many years. I mean, being bankrupt. If you go around Detroit, just like the Gridiron Blitz says, you hear people say, how could you live in Detroit? Are you going to get jacked? That is what you're dealing with culture of Detroit. And it takes a different type of individual, a mentality, to change such a thought process of this. And so when I dug deep in a little bit, I agree that there is 2 potential candidates who I think is high on the list of this. I do believe Eric Bieniemy is very high on the list to help lead this team in a different direction. He is a individual that has very tough on players. He's very motivational on players. He's an individual that can get the best out of players. All you got to do is listen to this man speak and watch him on the sidelines, and you can see that. So from that aspect, I think he's high on the list. But no doubt about it, I think Robert Saleh is the guy, number one guy on Rod Wood and Chris Spielman's list here. He is very motivational. He is from Detroit. He understands the pain. We've talked about this on many occasions, and I really do believe when he's speaking about Robert Saleh, understanding the roots of Detroit, understanding the pain of a Lions fan, understanding the losing culture. He grew up in Detroit, Lions fan, lived within miles of the facility, Barry Sanders fan, all this. And for me, for the Lions to change, it's going to have to take a different type of person, of a leadership mentality, to do such a giant thing here. And I think that I am glad that Rob Wood is talking this way. This is what we need. Look, I like smarts. I like analytics. I like finances. I like a high IQ. But more importantly, I like leadership mentality skills. In the Army, I've said this many times, you can have the most analytical person in there with a high IQ, but if you don't have a man who can lead men, who can lead individuals through thick, it doesn't matter how smart you are. It really, truly doesn't. You got to have that ability to connect with other men and who believe what you have to say, who will follow you to the hardest of hardest, and who will give you the best of their abilities regardless of talent. And I love that aspect, and I'm really excited to see who the Detroit Lions hire, and I do have my fingers crossed on Robert Saleh. In the upcoming videos tomorrow, we are live for the One Pride podcast. On the Warpath is going to be on. I'm super excited, and we're going to be talking about all the GM news, all the head coaching rumors. We're going to be talking about draft, so make sure you are there and ready at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. With that said, folks, adios.